Hey everyone, just thought I would do a different kind of video, sort of a political video. So you have the London mayor election coming up. So I mean, I follow politics. I have been sort of observing Sadiq Khan for quite a while now, a few years, but I've taken interest in politics for quite a long time. And yeah, Sadiq Khan hasn't been the best mayor of London, not really done a good job, especially knife crime and crime in general. It seems to have gone up during his time as mayor of London. I mean, all these kids that are getting stabbed to death is unfortunate. What else has been happening? Obviously, you had the London terror attacks, which I'm not saying it's necessarily his fault, but I remember when he said, what did he say? He said, terrorist attacks are part and parcel of living in a city like London, words to that effect. So basically you're saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay for terrorist attacks to happen, but you're saying we just have to accept it. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? Like, people died during the London Bridge terrorist attack, and you should be dealing with these mentally unstable terrorists. I'm not saying that it's part of life. Like, what kind of silly comment is that? So I'm not really a fan of Sadiq Khan. I mean, I'd love to interview him. That's definitely something I'm interested in doing, hopefully by the end of the year, or whether it's by the end of this year or next year, whenever. I think interviewing people in politics is something I would find more interesting than interviewing people in boxing. I mean, I'm happy to do both, but I'd rather interview people in politics because there's more to talk about. But yeah, the London elections are coming up. The overwhelming likelihood is that Sadiq Khan's probably going to win. I doubt he's going to lose. I don't see it. You've got a few other candidates. You've got Sean Bailey, who's the Conservative candidate, but I don't think he's that bad. But it's just that a lot of people don't seem to have faith in him. And do I really trust him? He used to work as a social worker, as a youth worker, so you would imagine that he'd have a good understanding of crime and the root causes. But what has he done over his political career to sort of prove his capability? But so you got those two. Then you got this other guy called Brian Rose, who, I mean, this guy's just a complete outsider. I mean, I'm not judgmental. You can run if you want to, but Brian Rose is basically someone who runs a YouTube channel called London Real, and he's interviewed a lot of people on his YouTube channel. A lot of celebrities, a lot of actors, athletes, loads of people. And and basically based on the fact that he's got his little London Real YouTube channel, he decided to run for London Mayor, which, I mean, I'm not judgmental. You can do what you want, but again, I don't really know what he would bring to the role. He says all the right things. I saw one of his campaign ads, and he was basically saying that Sadiq Khan lied to us. Sadiq Khan lied to us, which is true, but isn't that what all politicians do? I mean, what's Brian Rose going to do that's different? But listen, I wish all these guys all the best. I really want to try and interview some of them this year. That's one of my plans. But I think personally, the overwhelming likelihood is that Sadiq Khan's going to win. Who am I going to vote for? I usually vote. I voted in the last national election. I voted for the Conservative Party. Let me be honest, the only reason I voted for the Conservatives is because I'd rather Boris Johnson was Prime Minister rather than Jeremy Corbyn. That's what I was thinking at the time. But now that I've seen what Boris Johnson's been doing with all these stupid lockdowns, I should have voted for Jeremy Corbyn. But who knows, Jeremy Corbyn might have given us even more lockdowns. Who am I going to vote for in this mayor election? Usually I vote. This time around, I don't know if I really care. I don't know if I can be bothered to, what I mean? You go to work, come home from work, get out, and then go all the way to the polling station to vote. Like I say, Sadiq Khan's probably going to win. I don't want him to win. I might as well vote for Sean Bailey. That's the only other guy I would. I mean, these politicians are just terrible. I mean, they're just. I'll say it to their face. So once I can get an interview, they're not good at their jobs. They just talk and talk and talk, But this is just a brief video. But I want to start sort of covering politics, and I've got different plans. I've actually got some people I've been talking to who are going to sort of, who I want to work with me on my YouTube channel, and they're up for it. One of them's got sort of a background in media, and so I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, just a quick video. So yeah, I'm probably going to vote for Sean Bailey. Might as well. Let me know what you guys think. Is anybody watching this going to vote? If so, who are you going to vote for? Take care.